Welcome to Give Mike a Mic Reloaded. Loaded.
Muffin time!
I feel like we could have a very educated conversation without
That'd be good.
being like
Without ganging up on
yes.
me?
Okay, which is your favorite Destiny, Joe?
Probably the one.
You want to talk about
The
Destiny?
one-
What the f*** you want to talk about Destiny then? Tell me.
So, let me tell you. My favorite one is when
Jamie, tell me.
the
Jamie.
guy.
But let me see.
You have to chop his head off, his arms off, his fingers off, everything, his penis, everything. Just chop it all off. His power, anything that swings, that can swing, is powerful, including his dick.
Get rid of it.
Chop it all off. Just get it off.
Get rid of it.
Get it out of here. Just fling it somewhere else. Burn it to the ground. Well, guys, welcome to the podcast once again. Give Mike a Mic, Reloaded. We are Reloaded. New logo, new intro, new camera for Alex, new sunglasses, new. Omar actually has good lighting, so that's good. Jay looks the same. Yeah, Omar. Alex has a new mic. He has a little pod mic. Jay looks the same. And Harold looks the same. You guys are good.
Thank God.
And I'm in a plain background. So enjoy this, guys. I haven't moved into my new place yet. So I'm just like in the corner of a room, like a creeper. So
As you should.
enjoy it. That's why I have sunglasses too. I know it's like 9 p.m., but I got sunglasses at night. It's fine. But guys, I want to know what you guys have been up to. It's been, let me see, we last recorded in December. So
Play the clip.
what are we in? Yeah, play the clip. Let's roll it.
Let's go to clip.
Roll tape. Roll the clip. But yeah, it was December. A lot. Actually, it doesn't feel like that long ago, but at the same time, there's been so much that has gone on, so much news, so much TV to be watched, so much movies to be seen, and we're gonna get into a lot of that. But I just want to give you guys a state of the podcast real quick as well. Before these guys even came on today, I did record an episode with another friend. Last week or the week before. Yeah, well, I told you guys out.
How dare you?
Cheat on you guys. So I was on a layover in Seattle and working with a flight attendant. She wants to do like voiceover work and things like that. So we actually just sat down with her mic and we did a little podcast episode. It was a little flight attendant episode. So she tells us like some tips and tricks on flying, what annoys her, what grinds her gears, things of that nature. So that's going to be a fun episode. I told her, I was like, listen, we can record this. You'll be my first record, but you're not going to be the first episode. I already told her that. That's reserved from me and my boys. So this is what we're here for.
Surprise, motherfucker.
The boys, of course, come first. Bros before hoes. And we're here, bro. Jay, what was that? What was that, Jay? Wow.
Jay.
So yeah, it's gonna be a fun season. We have a lot of topics that we have to discuss. A lot. There's some that rolled over from last year, and there's some that are brand new. And Alex and I have been talking about a lot of stuff too, like offline, and I've been just writing everything down, including like the cancel culture. Omar, you would appreciate this one. With the Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling video game stuff. Yes. So we're going to be talking about that probably next week or so. But we're going to talk about a lot of different things. And I'm going to give these guys some homework so that way they're prepared when we do talk about certain things. So Jay, get ready. Do your research.
There will be a
Let
pop
deal with
quiz next week.
Spotlight on Jay.
Yeah, Jay, deal with it. You got to deal with it.
Diligence.
Offline, off air. Okay. But tonight, or today, whenever you're listening to this podcast, first of all, thank you for coming back. Thank you, the guys as well, Omar, Harold, Jay, Alex, for coming back and spending the time with me and spending the evening with me today. I will rely on you guys tonight because I did not have a really good night's sleep last night. I don't know. I was actually going to tell Jay offline before we started recording. Jay, I need your medical opinion. Last night, I ate some peanuts, right?
You eat some
No, not penis.
Was
No,
that
not
peanuts
penis.
or What kind of penis? peanut?
Peanut.
Penis? What?
Peanut.
All right.
A peanut. I know I ate a lot of peanuts.
Anybody
Peanuts.
want a
Peanuts.
What?
Okay.
Balls.
I ate a lot of peanuts. I think that's neither here nor there. I think
Okay.
the peanuts have nothing
You
to
ate
do
nuts.
with
All right,
what
I
I
ate nuts.
I ate nuts. I ate nuts. And then
Got it.
last night I woke up probably like 2 or 3 a.m. and started violently coughing for about half an hour. Like at least a good half hour. I didn't bleed. There was no blood, like spitting blood. I thought I was gonna
Wait,
die,
what?
right? No, this is me
Oh.
coughing. Harold's so confused.
What's happening
Harold's so
right now?
confused.
What kind
We're
of
doing-
friggin' peanuts are you eating?
Yeah, dude.
What kind of nuts are you eating? No,
who's teabagging you, bro? I mean,
no
that's
one's
what I'm
teabagging
wondering.
me, man. I'm
Who
just
the heck is teabagging you?
At 3 a.m. bro. At 3 a.m., bro. Are you sure they're nuts?
Batista, bros. Batista. He knocked on my cabin door,
You
bro.
know,
He
knocked
knocked
your
on my
cabin? You know, your room cabin? He's like,
He's like, I gotta do something that I don't want to do, but I gotta do it if you want to save the world.
Save the world. Come here. Open your mouth, Michael.
Come here, open your mouth. Open your mouth. And then, so I coughed a lot and didn't end up going back to sleep until about 11 a.m. Went back to sleep. So I'm very tired, very exhausted, but I'm here. But Jay, what's your professional opinion? What do you think? Besides like not eating nuts,
I mean,
it was a violent cough. I walked around. I almost couldn't breathe, and then right now I feel like I almost can't breathe, like almost like asthmatic.
and you're
thing.
not you're not sick. Like you're
No,
you
no,
don't
no,
feel-
no. I don't feel sick. No, like sore throat or nose.
It could have been
shit. Yeah.
could have been a dry cough, man.
You ain't
I'm
got the
not-
vid.
Yeah.
I'm
It
not-
could have been just been a dry cough. You
Yeah.
weren't coughing up anything, right?
No phlegm.
Could
No
have just
nothing.
been
yeah.
some like irritation that you got in your,
Michael,
in your
I'm
lungs.
no
You're just trying to
doctor,
cough it
but
up.
were those nuts? Were there any particular peanuts, or you ate those peanuts before?
No, there were cocktail nuts. I've had them before.
Yeah, but I mean, what time did you finish eating the peanuts to the time you started freaking coughing?
The
Right.
penis? I didn't eat the penis,
wait.
sir.
I didn't say penis.
You did say penis.
Did I say penis?
Bro,
What time did you finish eating that?
Right, right.
it's like, what time did you finish eating that peanut?
It was like midnight. I want to say it was after Alex and I were
Right-
playing
right before you
Fortnite
went to
last night.
bed.
Yeah, right before I went to bed. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that didn't help.
You know what?
I mean, I don't eat that late either.
What I've
so.
heard is that you could have an allergic reaction.
That's what I was
Mild-
thinking. That's what I
a
was thinking
mild
too. But
react-
And it's like you might not have an allergic reaction like to peanuts before, but you can actually get one.
Sure.
as you
That's
know, as you
normal.
get older
It's
or
normal
whatever.
as you
So
get older. You start getting
more
allergies
allergies
towards
and stuff
different
like
things
that.
as you get older. Yeah,
yeah, there's a lot of things when you get older that
like
are
nuts.
happening.
Yeah,
So that could be.
Nuts.
I'm sorry, Michael. I know you like nuts, but you know you're gonna.
Yeah. I got a couple.
You're gonna have
nuts,
to lay
bro.
off the old nuts.
The nut.
That's hard for me, bro.
You're gonna have to curtail those
Curtail
nuts.
those nuts.
No,
A
but
little
for
bit.
real, Mike.
Yeah.
Like the other day, I was doing a test with my doctor for allergies. You know, just
Yeah.
trying because I was also having like a cough and stuff like that. And as you get older, you don't know your body. Your body's changing, so you don't know. Maybe right now they'd be like, "Oh wow, you're allergic to peanuts," and you'd be like, "Oh well, there it is." You know, you never know.
So
As long as it's
flight
not
attendant's gonna be
anaphylaxis,
hard,
bro,
huh?
you're good.
What's that?
Yeah.
Like that your
when
airway
everything closes
completely
up
just
on you.
closes up and you
When
die.
when
It almost felt that way. It almost got to that point. I felt like
That's why I thought that you might be allergic because if you felt like your airways were
couldn't
closing
breathe.
up and that's what it was hard.
it was
for
just
you
a
to
lot
breathe,
of
then-
coughing first of all, and then I was just like dry.
Did you
cough
wake
almost,
up?
and then-
Did you wake up like gasping, or did you just wake up right away coughing? You know, like did you gasp for air? Or
No, I think I woke up
the
like
cough
immediately
woke you up?
coughing. Yeah, the cough woke me up.
So maybe one of those peanuts went down the wrong pipe. Who knows?
Either way, I'm not eating peanuts
Yeah,
No more
before
cocktail
bed.
peanuts
You
from
have
the
a nut
plate.
Yeah,
in your throat.
No more.
Yeah, I got that nut in my throat, bro.
All right, bro.
Well, thank you, Dr. J. I appreciate your diagnosis on that. So let's get back to the podcast.
I think Jay should have a show now. You know,
No,
Yeah.
that was very
No.
very
Call
intriguing
peanuts.
information.
Peanuts.
Thank you.
I mean peanuts.
no.
Feraz.
First off,
Hafet Az.
I mean, I am a cardiac nurse, so
Oh,
mean,
then I
deal with
definitely
the
need you, bro.
heart.
I definitely need
Just
you.
gave you the wrong diagnosis right now, bro.
Yeah, bro. I don't deal with allergies, so
You probably really are dying right now, and they gave you terrible advice.
He's
right now.
giving you a penis joke.
yeah, go ahead, eat some peanuts and test it out. See what happens.
Call eat 2 of
Let
those.
him deal with it. Let him deal with it.
Let him deal with it. As long as you enjoy, it's all good.
So this is the last episode of Give Mike a Mic because he died tomorrow. Thanks to Jay. So I hope you guys enjoy this
Well, I guess
episode.
at least I've done hosting duties before, so I could take
Yeah,
over.
I guess-
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
give
you
Alex a
could.
mic.
Alex could
There we go.
definitely take the reins.
Well, there you go. This is the will.
You know,
I'm
We
glad
could
you
talk
guys
about
care
the-
so much. You guys can continue the show. All right, well, Michael died.
I mean,
The
let's
show
continue the
goes
show.
on. Yeah.
It goes
So-
on.
So anyway,
give Alex a
Give
mic.
Alex a mic. We can talk about the Emmy Whist all
Emmy
day.
Whist.
The Emmy
There we
Whist?
Emmy Whist.
The Grammy whisk too.
The
You got
Grammy
Whisk?
Whist.
The Grammy Whist?
Oh, the whiz.
All-
Oscar whisk.
All the
List.
Whists. We could just
Other
talk
than-
about them.
So, guys, like Alex said as well, or like we said in the last podcast as well, this year's going to be full of some good changes. We're going to get some sponsorships up in here. I'm actually talking to a couple
Yeah.
local like food trucks and like pop-up restaurant places that I'm going to be doing some work with. And then hopefully they'll do some sponsorship stuff. And also some clothing line that's here local in Orlando. So if you guys are interested in getting a sponsorship or getting a little spot, let us know. And, just email us at givemikeamic@gmail.com or slide into our DMs on Instagram, Facebook, whatever the case might be. And we could talk about it. I got some cool little spots for you guys to enjoy, little commercials. And we do it custom for you. It's like OnlyFans, but for commercials, for sponsorships. Custom vids, custom vids.
Only fans, but for fans.
Yeah, OnlyFans, but for fans. And what? And of course, as always, make sure that you are following us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube as well. This is where you're going to be catching our videos, as well as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music. We're all over the place, guys. Season 5 has not changed where we are. We are still around. We're still here. We're still doing it big. We're going to be continuing doing it big every week for you guys, making sure we have an episode every week. Last year was an amazing start. Like we said, we shared all the analytics and all of our growth last year, and we want to keep that train going. So we're going to do that with the help of you listeners, making sure you're sharing and subscribing and rating and also reviewing us. And of course, if you're on Apple Podcasts, give us a 5-star rating because I'm a 5-star man.
You're a 5-star man! I'm a 5-star man!
And then, of course, Omar, I want to know from you, bro. I want to know a couple things.
What's happening?
First of all, I want to know what love is.
Well, I know I love this.
I want to know what love is.
Peanuts show you last night.
The peanuts show me no love whatsoever. No, listen, it's been a minute since we recorded. Like I said, since like December, been a couple months. We're in almost mid-February, so happy Valentine's Day for you guys. So before we get into all of our catching up, do you guys have anything planned for Valentine's Day? All your special ladies, everybody in here has a special lady, so congratulations to all of you. Not me, but go ahead, continue. Omar, Alex, Harold, Jay, what are you guys doing for Valentine's Day? What are you doing for your special ladies?
Nothing.
Don't everyone
No,
speak
I'm
up
just
at
kidding.
once.
I'm not frozen by the way. I'm just kidding.
Probably just going out to eat or something, I guess.
Yeah, dinner.
Something.
Hopefully a movie.
Why a movie?
Hopefully some dessert.
Oh, these are.
I mean, like chocolate, I'm guessing, right? Whatever.
I mean,
Yeah,
Probably not, yeah.
Chocolate with chocolate.
And some peanuts.
Chocolate
The peanuts, yeah.
yeah. Chocolate covered peanuts. There you go.
Harold, since you're the one that has that, fresh relationship smell, what are you doing for Tatiana this year, bro?
Yeah, do it.
I do.
Mm.
So,
There you go.
well, I am trying to. Well, I haven't succeeded so far, but I think I'm trying to get reservations for a restaurant, the H. Hopefully she's not listening to this.
The H,
Yes, I've
really?
heard of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I want to get reservations there, and I think it's available.
Where's the H?
I
Um,
have not heard of that.
what did you ask? What the H is?
Yeah, where is it?
It's
Yeah,
at
what
Dr.
is it?
Phillips.
No.
The Dr. Phillips
Okay.
Plaza. It's very, very nice. I've eaten there before. It's very nice.
I'll be close to that place on the weekend actually.
But besides,
Are you guys doing all your Valentine's stuff this weekend? Like the weekend is it, right?
I'm going this Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah.
This okay.
Yeah.
'Cause I know that Valentine's Day is like middle
Yeah,
of the
it's
week.
like
It's on a
Tuesday.
freaking Tuesday,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
So I'm celebrating mine Friday night, dude.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
trying
okay.
to do
Yeah,
that
'cause you gotta
early as
work,
well
yeah.
because it does fall on what a Tuesday you said, and so
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
it just it'll be too late. So I'm trying to get it done like soon. But I was hoping, man, I was thinking about letting you guys know something after the podcast, but I think it's time.
Oh, espérate.
Listen, this podcast is gonna come out
Ya,
after.
cállense, ya, calla.
Breaking
Calla.
news.
Cáll-
Breaking news.
Cállense,
Breaking
cállense.
news. Breaking news.
Cállense ya, coño.
So I wanted to wait and let you guys know that your
Boomer.
boy is getting married.
Wait.
That's
Wait. We're gonna play this all night at your wedding, bro. All night. This dragon sound on repeat. Alright. That's it. That's our excitement. Listen, if you don't have dragon sound playing your wedding, there's gonna be a problem. Like you need
There's gonna
to
be a big
get them to
problem.
play.
A big
a
problem.
big, huge problem.
no,
bro.
that'll be on there. That'll be on there. Trust me. It'll be
Okay.
fine.
Por fin, coño.
So, is this gonna happen the weekend, like Valentine's Day, or
So
this already happened?
no. It's going to happen soon. So here's the thing. Right now
Did you
we're
pop the question?
not yet. That's where
What the freak?
I haven't popped
that
the
for this
question
weekend?
yet.
Okay, so
Yeah.
maybe we don't release this episode.
No, let's
Yeah,
not.
so what
let's
the
No,
not-
hell?
we'll release it in a couple
not-
weeks. In a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's
Let's
gonna be
wait,
soon.
let's
It's
wait,
like
guys,
in like a
wait.
couple weeks. So we're getting married through, like
The court?
civil,
Courthouse?
court through the court,
Civil
and
wedding,
then
yeah.
down the
Elope.
line we're gonna be doing the big
Big
party where everybody will be there.
Nice.
So
Colombia.
that's what's happening. I already got the suit. I already got the whole nine. So the family's gonna probably go with me, but most likely going with me to the courthouse. We're gonna get married and then go have like dinner with the fam. So,
Nice.
yep. Just
Do you have a
Congratulations.
videographer yet?
I don't have anything.
I'll
like
do it for
that.
free. I'll do it for free if you'd like.
I'll-
VivaldiFilms.com. Check it out.
Cheap plug.
I do
cheap
weddings,
plug.
elopements.
elopements.
Elopements. Yeah, dude, congratulations.
Thank you,
When
thank
that
you.
happens, hopefully she says yes. I don't know. We'll see. The jury's still out.
Well,
It's always a question.
Wow.
we already have the marriage license because we had to get that already. So I'm
Oh shit.
I'm sure
never
it's gonna
mind.
be fine.
Wait, so you both got, like, you had the marriage license, so
Yeah.
she knows it's happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Just no
but
question pop.
but yeah, when I actually give her the ring, the whole nine, that's.
Did you buy a ring, or is it like a family heirloom that you're passing down?
So yeah, I have. Well, I've talked to my mother, and she does have something that I was supposed to go actually today and go see it, but I got out of work way too late, and we had this going on. So, it's gonna be tomorrow. I'm gonna go see it tomorrow. So
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
yeah.
Congratulations.
Happy for
Errol.
you, man.
Thank you.
Happy, yeah.
Wow.
Ooh,
Arrow's game.
welcome to
Married,
the
bro.
club.
That is
Wait, hold on.
Wait.
Wait. Here's another important question.
I mean, you're
So
60, but it's cool.
if you get
Let me deal with
Christ.
it, bro. Let me deal with
So-
it.
let me deal with it.
Let him deal with
So you get married down the line, maybe a couple weeks,
Yeah.
months, right? Maybe months.
Wait, what?
Weeks,
What? Wait,
like
weeks,
weeks,
months?
yeah.
What?
This
Oh, you're gonna get married.
Officially,
Yeah,
yeah. By,
officially.
the court.
By the court. Yeah.
Officially.
So how
married.
long do I have to
Okay.
plan a bachelor party?
Well, that's
or
the
whatever?
thing. I don't know if we have that
I-
much
I-
time.
I-
I don't
I-
know. I don't know. But
Don't underestimate me, sir.
Our
Wow.
bachelor party will
Okay.
be at Scream, watching Scream 6.
We're all just watching
Absolutely
we
not.
already
The
have all
bachelor
that set
part
up,
is
so
gonna
that's good to
be
go.
Play NBA 2K.
NBA 2K.
NBA 2K.
Play 2K.
And Jay fall asleep.
Pass the ball. Pass the ball.
Pass the ball, Jay. That's your bachelor's
Actually, we're
party.
gonna get all these old school games like Def Jam, Fight for New York.
Yes!
We'll play that all
That's your
night.
bachelor's party, Harold.
That's your bachelor
Yes.
That's all you're gonna get.
We need to do a freaking Halo Connect
Give it
party.
that.
cheap.
party. Halo Connect party. Halo 1, bro.
Yes,
Halo 1.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
it. Bring
Yeah.
all
I
the
still
TVs.
have my
Still
Halo
cables.
Xbox, my original Halo
I got
Xbox.
mine too.
So
Bring
No, I don't
them
have the
all.
Xbox, but I got the
There you
game.
go.
I just need a
Congratulations.
system.
Have fun.
Yeah. Congrats. Have fun. Congrats, Harold. Congrats. We love that for you,
appreciate
bro.
it. I wanted to let you
Happy
guys
for you,
know
bro.
all together on the podcast. So
Ooh.
I just didn't know whether to do it like early, like at the beginning, or wait till the very,
Nah,
very
man, drop the
end.
bomb. You good?
Yeah.
Drop
you
the
did
bomb,
early.
bro.
I like it. I like it.
But there
I like it.
is.
Well, with that, Mike, I think we did it. Podcast
We're
over.
done.
podcast done.
Se acabó. We're done.
I feel accomplished.
Okay.
I feel good.
There's nothing we can do after this. Season 5 is already
It
over
only goes
before it
downhill
begins.
from here, man. Shit.
It's so downhill after that.
Unless I get married sometime, we'll see.
Oh my god.
Spicy beef tips, bro.
Maybe season 5. Maybe season 6.
Season 6 is
will-
gonna be your turn.
That's gonna be
Season
my
6
turn,
opens up with Michael. Guys, I'm a daddy. No.
That's initially what we thought was gonna be Harold's
No,
news.
That's
dude,
I thought it was gonna be
dude.
Harold's
Everybody
said,
thought that.
I said,
Everybody
Papa,
thought.
Papa, Papa.
Un daddy.
Bro, I'm like, Papa.
I
Don't
told
do
I
it.
told my mom, and she was like, she goes, "Your girlfriend, Tatiana's pregnant." I'm like, "No." I was like, "No, it's not." And she goes, "Why not?"
Why not?
Hi, Mama Dukes.
Yeah,
Mama
Her reaction,
Duke.
Dukes.
her
She
reaction.
goes,
She
she
wants to
goes,
be a
she goes,
gram.
"Get going," and I'm like, "We're trying, we're trying."
Como que get going,
Can you
mommy?
tell her? You need to tell her that you are a Christian man and that you don't believe in sex before marriage, and that you need to, put a ring on it before you.
Con calma, con calma.
Yeah.
Se llama, se llama.
Bendito.
You don't follow what
Bendito.
TV tells you, okay? You're not
That's right.
indoctrinated. You just, you follow what you believe, which
Tell
is
him,
not
tell
having
him.
sex before
Yeah.
marriage.
Just don't trans the kids, okay? Please.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't
do
what?
it.
gross.
I don't know what.
confused.
He used something as a verb. I don't know why.
Oh, that's a thing, man.
Idiot. That's not a thing.
Thing. It is a
Only in
big
your
thing.
circle, sir.
I think your mic
No.
is out there.
No, that's
Only, yeah.
the furthest thing from my circle
In the
you
circle
could ever
jerk.
imagine.
Only in your circle, jerk. Yeah.
No.
You and Papa Edwin, bro. Both of you guys.
Mike.
All right, guys. Let's get into the podcast now. Okay. Omar.
Oh God, you can see Omar's jugular vein. What the heck?
He's gonna die.
He's gonna die.
Stupid, bro.
All right, guys, let's
gonna
let's
cry.
talk about this. So, like I said before earlier, a lot of things have changed. Obviously, Harold got a marriage license, so we didn't know that until just now. But besides that, in the world of entertainment, there were a couple movies that came out in January, and I think December, maybe one of them, right? Avatar
Yeah.
was December.
Yeah.
December,
It was
yeah.
December.
That
It
was,
was
that was
December.
definitely December.
Yeah, it was December. I just didn't watch it till whatever last month.
Yeah.
So a couple weeks ago.
Freaking weirdo.
Listen,
No, I'm not
we're
gonna.
gonna,
listen.
we're gonna get. Yeah, you're gonna listen. I'm gonna indoctrinate you right now. So shut up. Shut up. Listen, we are going to be talking right now about a couple different movies. So if you haven't seen Avatar: Way of Water, please go ahead and either fast forward this or come back to us when you are ready. You basically got the best of the podcast right there with Harold and his announcement, and that's it. It's okay. But when you do watch Avatar, come back and we'll let you in on our little review here. There are the majority of us here enjoyed Avatar: Way of Water. Avatar: Way of Water is a sequel to Avatar. If you didn't know that, it's
What?
that's amazing. Yeah, Avatar.
No, it's not.
Wow, no, it's
The way
not.
of-
I thought it was sequel to Airbender.
Oh, you bendito. They need a sequel for that.
No,
Not the M Night Shyamalan. No, not the M Night one.
They definitely
Yeah, I was
don't.
gonna
Not the
say,
M Night
don't,
one. No.
don't give M Night a sequel.
Cartoon, bro. Cartoon. So Avatar, was this smash hit that came out back in like 20 years ago or something like that. I don't know what year. I forgot.
10 years ago.
Omar could probably
20,
tell me.
something like that.
No, it was like 20. It was over 20 years ago.
something like that.
It was during when Tron Legacy came out and all that. Because I remember it was around the same time.
2010, 2009.
No, I think you're earlier, bro. Was it 2009? Man, it could have been 2009.
Well, because
yeah,
Tron,
yeah.
that's when it came. Well,
Yeah, it could have been around that time. 2006, 2007. I don't know. Something like that. Either way.
Either way.
Either way, Avatar was a smash hit, broke records, especially worldwide box office records, and people for some reason were drawn to Avatar and this story about the Ikran and blue people and the forest and being one with nature and putting yourself into the body of a blue giant. You know, like people, I guess it spoke to them somehow. I was one of the few back then that let me just preface it with this. I'm a big James Cameron fan pre 2005. Okay. So I like Terminator. I like Terminator 2. And that's about it.
You don't like
So
The Abyss? The Abyss is a great.
The Abyss was good. The Abyss was good, yeah.
Jay, this guy didn't even mention True Lies. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude. I don't
wow,
know
yeah.
what
Bro,
the
I
heck
mean,
is
like,
wrong with
That's a
I
James
mean,
Cameron.
bro, Jay, can I just stop? Can I go?
Vámonos. No, vámonos. Yeah.
I will say maybe if I liked True Lies, or if I saw True Lies, I'd probably like it. I'll probably enjoy
What?
it.
You haven't seen
Bro,
it. That's
you need to
another
rectify
strike,
that. I
sir.
can't
You
even,
have
Bro,
one more
that's
left.
right
like one
now.
of his best movies. Like,
Yeah,
no
it's really
kidding,
good.
dude.
Yeah, I
Oh
like it.
my
Okay.
My God.
So I'll
So
check it out.
freaking good.
It's on the list. Listen, I just saw yesterday, Harold, you'd be very proud of me. I saw Escape from New York for my first time.
Oh, wow, yeah.
What do you be proud of? I have that
First
movie.
time. Yeah, first time. I've never seen
Bro,
it.
are you?
And then the other one with oh my God, Big Trouble in Little China. I just saw that too.
You've
For my
never
first time.
Never
seen
seen
that?
that, dude?
Never seen it.
You
Never
were
seen
going
it.
down
Yeah.
the Kurt Russell.
Yeah, I went through the rabbit hole,
rabbit
bro.
hole?
Yeah.
Boy, that.
And Escape from New York, I truly enjoyed that. Like the John
That was
Carpenter
good.
score.
Don't watch the sequel.
It was so good. Oh, Escape from LA. I know.
I mean,
I
I
know,
listen. I love it. Like it's a guilty pleasure, but it's terrible.
Yeah, I heard it's bad, but this was
Right.
like Mad Max meets, and I see the inspiration they got for
Metal
Metal
Gear.
Gear. Yeah,
Metal
for
Gear.
Snake Plissken.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
freaking
of
insane.
course, Snake.
And just, I mean, John Carpenter, bro, he don't miss.
Yeah.
I'm
And
just
that
gonna
soundtrack.
say
What did you?
that soundtrack.
What
yeah.
did you think? I mean, your quickie review of Big Trouble in Little China,
Yeah.
since you just seen it.
It's pretty cheesy.
Of course.
I mean, but
Super
I liked
cheesy,
it. You know,
bro.
it's super cheesy. It's like a Golden Child. I would say
Yeah.
I put it up in that
Yeah.
thing with Eddie Murphy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it's fun. It's a popcorn flick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like harmless, I would say. But I definitely enjoyed Escape from New York better. That's just more my vibe.
That's
on
where
that,
that's
so.
where they got rated for Mortal Kombat.
Rating for Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Big Trouble in Little China.
Big Trouble in Little China.
Big
yeah,
Trouble
yeah.
in Little
Makes
China,
sense.
yeah.
It makes
You don't
sense.
think
Yeah,
it
I
has
was-
anything to do with when you watch this movie, dude? Like, you'd think that if you had watched it like back
when we did.
when it back in the day, you
Nostalgia
would. I
glasses,
think you
bro.
would have
Remember
appreciated
we
it.
talked
more,
about that.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Your sensibilities
yeah.
would have been
Like-
more aligned.
You would have appreciated it.
I would appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He would have appreciated it.
No, I think, I mean, obviously, you watch stuff later on in life and either you get a better appreciation for it or you're just like, whatever. I mean, the same thing happened, I could say with like It, the original It. Like my cousin watched that and he is terrified of clowns because he watched it at an early age. I didn't see it till I was like, maybe like early 20s, So like it didn't hit as different. It hit differently for me than it did for my cousin. So I think movies always have that effect, like you always, if you go into it a different set of eyes, older eyes, and then me, it doesn't help that I'm like right into my program of Full Sail, like I'm almost done in about 4 months, I think it is. So I'm in the midst of it and I see everything in like a different lens. I'm like, ooh, I probably would have done this differently. I would have done this, But going back to what movie were we talking about? Avatar. So James Cameron. James Cameron, I was a big fan of James Cameron, Terminator, stuff like that. I will watch True Lies because you guys are giving me some shit for that. I will watch it. Just relax, bro. Let me deal with it. And then, But-
my foot in your freaking.
but I will say, I was never a big fan of like Titanic. I only seen it once in the theater when I saw it when it first came out, which was what, 96, 97, something like that. So hadn't seen it after that. I never cared for it, even back then. I know there's a re-release happening, and I don't care. Like I don't care to see it.
Oh, I won't see that.
You know what I'm
from
saying?
the Escape from New York.
No, Titanic.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
No, because
you're good.
because they're working on that too. That's why a remake. Sorry.
I kind of figured they would because I was watching at the end of it. I'm like, they could remake this. I feel like they could. Good, a better one. As long as Kurt Russell is the Duke. Like that's all that I'm asking for.
Involved. Yeah, I want him to be involved.
No, he needs to be the Duke. He needs to be the bad guy.
Or deny his involvement. Yeah.
Bro, they were gonna
Either that or the
remake.
president, but I don't know.
They were gonna remake the Big Trouble in Little China with The Rock. and then they.
with The Rock.
Oh,
But nah,
God.
that's down the water.
Yeah, I'm
That's down
glad
the
it
Yeah,
is
thank
because
God.
I just don't see
It's
it
like his
happen.
career.
The
hierarchy you
his-
changed, bro.
The hierarchy of
And
Yeah, his stock has fallen big time, man.
Kurt Russell was like, "Good luck with them." You know, I don't know why they're gonna do it, but
Yeah, that's what happens when you make a steaming pile of shit called Black Adam, bro. You know.
Hey, listen. I race you, Jared Leto and Morbius, and
Omar is muted. Omar is muted. 5 minutes.
Mute.
5 minutes.
5 minute mute.
I can't control it.
Mute him.
Mute it.
5 minutes.
He's already muted. He's already muted.
He's gone.
I said it.
Yeah,
I said if one person says it.
Exactly. No. That's it.
Michael just
Stick to
Michael
your
just
guns.
Thanos snapped his ass away.
Yeah, I
bro. He's
snapped
done.
him.
I thought we were
done,
free
bro.
and clear of that.
We
thing,
were until this guy.
Hey, I didn't bring it up.
I know you did it.
Yeah.
Uh,
I let it go.
I didn't think it was gonna be him. I'll tell you that. I didn't think it was
think
gonna
so
be him.
either. I thought it was gonna be Jay. I was like, first one's gonna be Jay.
Thank you, Omar.
My
Thank you.
God. All right.
let's see how many.
so
Back to Avatar, bro. We keep getting sidetracked. What the hell?
We haven't recorded in a long time. Yeah, we're getting
We're getting back into the swing of things, man.
So James Cameron, Titanic. Not a fan of Titanic. Avatar, when I first saw it, I honestly didn't get it. I'm like, oh, it's pretty. It looks good. It's you know, for the technology of the time, like it was a good movie. But I just wasn't a fan. I didn't understand why this thing made billions of dollars overseas, like so much money. And then I was upset. No, the thing was I wasn't upset about it because I'm like, you know, he has the top 5 movies, like top 5 are Titanic and Avatar at the time, whatever. I was very excited when
I think it was more hype, though, man. I think it was just hyped up so much with the
like
length
marketing
of time
and stuff like that. Or?
Yeah, marketing, the
It was
length of time it
also
took to
the-
film.
like,
James Cameron, everybody
that movie
knows
was
Cameron.
like the first like introduction for me, at least personally, to like a real like use of 3D technology in a movie.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
Yes, the
where it
tech
was like
just
fully
next
Insane,
level.
yeah.
utilized to its potential.
And that's the whole thing. I think the tech, you guys mentioned it about the second movie, like the technology on it is great.
He's muted, but he's not muted.
He's not muted.
He's
Not muted, yeah.
muted,
He's
but
still
he's
here.
not muted. He's still there.
People that are listening to the podcast need to watch the video for sure.
Need to watch the video
to
yeah.
understand what we're talking about.
Even though Omar is muted, he's
still
camera's not
entertaining.
muted, so he's still entertaining us. So with Avatar itself, like the technology, I'll give it. Like technology is great, and I appreciate what he did, and for the industry for advancing that type of thing. But I can't concentrate with this ghost face.
I can't. Dude, that's all I'm looking at.
I can't take it seriously. But I will say I was happy when I think it was Star Wars, not Phantom Menace, Force Awakens. That ended up.
Something.
I don't know. I'm not watching anymore. Star Wars Force Awakens came out. Was then the highest grossing movie at that time. Avengers as well. I think Endgame came out. Highest grossing movie of all time. Worldwide, everything like that. So I was fine with that. I was actually kind of happy. I'm like, okay, Avatar finally is dethroned. I knew one day someone would dethrone this movie. Lo and behold, right after that, we have an Avatar re-release. Granted, it had been released in September of I don't know what year, but that year that Endgame came out and beat Avatar up, James Cameron decided that he wanted to re-release it again so that he can get his record back. And I just wasn't a fan of that. I was like, bro, you're fucking petty. I think you're just being a petty guy. Just let your record die. You know, you don't need 3 re-releases. Same thing with like Endgame hasn't been re-released. It was a one shot and done. But if they do re-release Endgame, I think we're gonna be good.
Unmute him, please. Can you just unmute him? 'Cause
I can't even-
I can't. Just unmute him.
I can't
Just
unmute him.
unmute him because he.
I think he has to unmute himself.
Omar, unmute yourself. You freaking. Oh my.
Yeah, he has to unmute himself. So we'll wait for him to press a little mic.
I think
and
it's
he can
been
do it.
like 5 minutes at least.
Yes, it has.
It's been 4, but we'll give him a pass because he's
so damn annoying. All right.
yeah. So with Avatar. I was. That's probably why. That's probably why I had a bad taste in my mouth with James Cameron. To be completely honest. Fast forward to 2022, end of 2022, we have Avatar: Way of Water that decides to come out and breaks records, advances technology again. Um, I'm not sure if I liked it better than the first one. I'm not sure. I want to get everybody's take before I even get into it. I think out of all of us, I think Omar was probably the first one that saw the
watched
movie.
it, yeah.
Probably like opening day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
I
read the script, the whole nine.
I watched it
But, yeah.
twice. But the second time I only watched it because of Omar.
Mike, just hold on before you go on. Remember, Endgame was re-released as well. Though.
Got him.
Was it?
Got him.
When?
June 28th,
Of what?
2019.
Endgame?
When they added the 6 extra minutes of footage. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember that either.
Yeah. Google it. Remember,
I think it was for like a weekend.
They were going back and forth because that was back then. They wanted to. Dude, Disney was basically competing against themselves because they own Avatar, but they wanted to see like what was better, was it Marvel or Avatar? So it was just going back and forth really. And at the end, Avatar obviously. Well, we know what happened.
What happened?
No, well, at the end, Avatar is still the top. I mean, it hasn't been beaten yet.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you know what's,
I mean,
you know
it was
what's
beat.
crazy though is while you're saying that, the Avatar 2 is already number 4 top grossing movie of all time. Just want you to know that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's put things in perspective because keep in mind that now, I mean, we are in COVID, but we're not in COVID. Like the whole world's not normal. Okay, so a lot of people are not watching movies like they used to, like that in 2009 with the first one, like China's in lockdown and things like that. And China was a huge market for the first movie, mind you. So, and all of that combined, yeah, we have inflation, all that with movie ticket sales, but, dude, number 4, that's crazy. I mean, I knew it was gonna be really high, but I didn't think it was gonna be that
It
high.
hasn't
To be
even
honest.
been 2 months.
There's some type of like worldwide appeal that
With the blue,
they
with the
get
Blue
those.
Monkey?
Yeah, they get their numbers mostly overseas. I have noticed that domestically it does well domestically, I would say, but I don't think
With
it's
Avatar, you're right. No, you're right. It's Avatar is not as huge domestically as it is huge, bigger internationally.
internationally.
You're right.
Yeah, and
All the tourists love coming here to check out the Park Animal Kingdom. No, you're
yeah,
right.
I don't know why.
Eh,
I don't know why. I don't get it. But either way, we're gonna get into what you guys thought about the movie itself. Omar, of course, how many times did you see it so far?
no,
3, 2,
I
3?
only had the pleasure to see it twice.
Just twice. Okay.
It's a very very long movie,
Yes.
and the reason why I saw it twice, mind you, was because the first time Sandra was actually sick. So I told stay home. I'm not gonna take you freaking sneezing and coughing all over the movie, obviously. So she stayed home, and then my daughters were like, "Oh, I really want to watch it again because we have fun with the experience." So she's like, "Well, if you're gonna watch it again, then I'll go with you guys. It's fine." So we watched it again like 2 weeks after, in the Christmas break. That's it. That's why we watched it.
Did you see that movie both times in 3D, or did you see it in different
I
ways?
saw it in the high frame rate 3D version. That I
Oh
told
yeah,
you to watch
we're
it.
gonna get into that. I'll tell you
Yeah,
that.
that was fun.
Is that how you watched it, Mike?
Yeah, I did see it the one
No,
and
he
only
did.
time
Yeah,
in
Mike did.
HFR.
He did.
No, not good.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah.
Okay,
That was the worst
because you
experience
said-
I ever had in my
So
life.
calm down because you
Good.
sent
Yeah,
that
because
you
you're-
sent that video. You sent the video that I did watch, by the way. I watched
Yeah.
that YouTube video that you sent, and we'll talk
Yeah,
about
with
that
the-
too,
yeah.
because
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I watched it in that. I didn't watch it in 3D, so I guess it was only in 3D.
You would have known. Yeah, you would have known.
Yeah, no.
Did you see it in Dolby?
I saw it in Dolby.
Or what'd you?
I saw it in
Dolby at
Dolby,
least. Okay,
yeah.
that's good.
Wait,
Alex,
which theater? I'm sorry, Harold. Which theater you saw it though?
probably Springs, right?
Oh, was it? No, then I'm so sorry. It wasn't in Dolby because I know that I saw it over
knew
here.
it.
IMAX?
I was gonna say because I like if it's Dolby, it would have been high frame.
That was the only
It
way
would've
they
been
were
high frame.
showing it.
Okay,
Exactly.
was
yeah,
the only
it
way
wasn't
they're
in
showing
Dolby
it. Yep.
because I saw it
Absolutely.
at the over
they
here.
had the
Oh,
high frame in non 3D as well, right? It was high frame.
No.
No.
No,
it was
it
only
was
Dolby.
only
You have to have
3D.
Dude,
Dolby,
that would have been
Okay.
amazing.
Okay.
No, but you
Okay.
have to have 3D.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or IMAX, I think too. Yeah.
Some IMAX, some had it.
Well, they had
but
IMAX 3D that were high frame rate.
Yeah.
But you had to. It has. I don't know which theater here actually had like around our area. I don't know which one had that.
I don't know either. I
looked
think
around,
the one that I saw, because I was going to watch it on a layover, was in San
Mhm.
Francisco, and they had it in IMAX 3D
Laser.
with the high frame rate and laser.
High frame.
Yeah, it was laser too.
Laser. Yeah, laser.
So I mean that good on them. Alex, did
Yeah.
you see it in same way, Dolby 3D, HFR, all that
Yeah, I
bullshit?
watched it in Dolby
All that bullshit.
3D. Yeah, and I think it was Altamont that I went to see it.
Yeah.
Yes, they have it
So it
too.
was
Yeah.
the Dolby. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I watched it too. So getting into it, I mean, did you guys like it better than the first one?
I said yes. I would say yes. I liked it better than the first one.
Okay.
I enjoyed the movie.
I
I
would say
wasn't.
equally.
I don't think it was long. I mean, me personally, I didn't think there was a lull or anything like that. Because I went with my girlfriend and she was like, "It's long. It's like long, and there's like a lot of
A lot of fillers. You got bored.
well, just a lot of conversation." She said there was a lot of just talking, and I'm like, well, I mean, they
Dialogue.
have to fill you in though, so I mean, there's no
Yeah.
other way. And so for me, it didn't like I loved it. I thought it was awesome because I remember I think I watched that movie. That movie I watched it back to back. I remember. I don't know if you guys remember this, but I remember Omar was like, "You're gonna fall asleep," because I was watching it late after I watched another movie before that.
That's right. You did.
You saw The Menu?
What was the other movie you saw?
It was Violent Night, and then I think it was that.
Violent Night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Violent Night,
Right?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, Violent Night is amazing.
to-
It's my
to
favorite
your
like
credit-
Christmas movie like
To
ever.
your credit, I mean, you're right, but it was very late.
Yeah, it was late. By the
I
time we
mean,
got out of there, because
yeah.
we went to the movie theater, I want to say 6 or something like that, and it was like,
Yeah.
and then I
You're
think the other
trooper,
one
bro.
started at 7 or 8, so it was like 8, 9,
Yeah.
10, 11. Got out
Dang.
like almost 12 or something like
Midnight,
that. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah.
You didn't pull a Lord of the Rings, bro. You didn't put a Lord of the Rings?
that was you,
Like,
bro.
That was me. That was
you.
me.
Sound like freaking what's that
I
guy?
passed the ball big time.
What's that little goblin guy in Lord of the Rings?
Oh, you're talking about
Gollum.
Gollum. Yeah, that's what he sounded like. Yeah. Snoring
That's
like
what you
that
sounded like the other day
last night. Yeah.
with your little peanut allergy.
Oh, peanuts, yeah. Exactly, I was on it. Alex, did you like the first one better than the second one, or second one better than the first one? What'd you think?
I honestly don't know. Like, I don't know how to. I feel like they were both like equally the same. Like, the thing for me is like this one was good because I liked the advancement in technology from that sense. Like, I really thought like the way that things looked visually, it was cool. But there's parts of me that felt like this story was very similar to the first one. You know, like it was very much like parts of it was rinse and repeat for me, like where it's like the same villain that they utilized again as far as the
Except
guy.
now he's blue. Yeah.
But now he's now he's like an avatar. So I don't know, like I still thought the movie was good. Like, I don't think it was my favorite movie of 2022. I'll still stand by what I said. Like, it's not going to change by what I saw on there.
Right.
I think it was visually appealing. That's what we kind of talked about in like offline before coming here. I thought like the advancements were clearly there, but parts of it, I will say, it felt like it almost felt like a tech demo. Like, it was more, I'm sitting
That's a good
here
way
to
to put it.
see like
what they came
cool
up with.
shots and visually cool animation, but there was like so much of that and not enough story, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, I felt like the first one had a little more of like a linear storyline that made a little
Yeah.
more sense. So I don't think I hated this one. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and say like I bashed it or I hate it. I still thought it was great. But I don't know if I liked it better than the first one. Like, I don't know.
Harold, go ahead.
No, I was just going to ask because the one thing that really stood out to me in the second one was at least I cared more for the characters this time around because I think it was more heartfelt because of the family aspect of things. The other one was kind of like
family.
yeah, it's all about family. You never turn
All
your
about the
back on
family.
Yeah,
family.
that's why I didn't like it, because it was freaking Fast and Furious in blue colors. Basically.
Calm
Tampoco
down,
así,
calm
tampoco así.
down.
The fuck out of here. The fuck out of here.
Sí, cabrón. Esto es un racista
God.
de mierda que está aquí.
He don't like blue
Racista.
people.
Yeah, what?
Blue people
I don't like a
lives
fictional.
matter,
I don't
bro.
like. I don't like fictional colors. Sorry, guys.
But no,
I
but
apologize.
I
I'm
mean,
racist against the fictional blue.
yeah, I mean that's the one thing that I can really, you know, say that I did feel like I was more I had more I cared more for the characters in this one than I did in the first one. The first one was like, oh, it's very cool because it's the first movie you see. It's the first time they're using a lot of that technology. So it's like, wow, cool, very cool what you've made. But I think this one had more heart to it. At least that's what
But I
I
think
came away
that's
with
what
it.
was. I think that was what was more groundbreaking for me, at least. Like, not to dive too deep in, but I felt like the first one was obviously the first of its kind that was made in that way, and this one was, for me, like, some of it just felt rehashed. Like, that was just kind of how I felt watching it. Like, there wasn't any there. Obviously, I got the family element. I understand, because they're going to a whole new tribe and they're, basically learning, new ways to survive outside of being where their normal home is. But I don't know, for me, it just, there was like certain parts of it. And then, like, the little kid, like, I don't know how spoiler we're getting in this, but
I think
the
it's spoiled.
son-
It's fine. If
It's
I
2
feel like
months
the whole
right now.
entire world
Yeah,
is
if you haven't,
seen this movie.
they've made that much money for a reason.
the son was so annoying to me. Like, he pissed me off the entire movie, because he's
Not the
just
blue
like,
son, the one,
You're
the
talking
George of the
about-
Jungle.
Oh, blue.
Yeah, no, George the Jungle kid.
No, him and
Oh,
the
you mean
the blue
Spider?
son, because the blue
Spider,
son was
yeah.
the one that
I'll
just
give that
kept
to you.
going off on his own. Yeah, but the blue one kept going off on his own and just, like, fucking up the entire time.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
Whoa.
like, he basically, like, got his own brother killed at the end, and I'm just like, damn, like, mistake after mistake. I'm like, yo. So I understand what they're trying to tell. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand where they're trying to go. Like, your dad's still gonna love you in the end, but I don't know. I just felt like this kid was a fuck up the entire movie, and it just pissed me off. Like, I was just like, man, can someone get control of this kid? Like, that was what I was thinking the entire
Somebody
time.
needs
Like,
to beat his ass.
Era um
Yeah.
pau-pau.
Un papao, cabrón.
So yeah.
I will say that I think the reason that Harold didn't even sleep through this movie either is because there is so much going on, and I think to a point, it's maybe a little bit too much going on. It doesn't let it simmer. I think the first one had that element where you would sit, in front of the tree or whatever. They had a lot of the visuals, but it would also allow you to simmer in the emotions of what you're seeing. In this one, it wasn't like that. It was just like shot after shot of just like action. And I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I mean, it does what it needs to do. But I think emotionally, besides like if you're looking at the broad genre of family, it's all about family. If you're just looking at that, then fine. I mean, maybe that'll do it for you. But for me, I needed something more to it. It didn't feel like it had the meat and potatoes I was looking for. It looked great. I will say that. But I don't know. The family thing just didn't hit for me. I mean, not that I don't love my family. I love my family, but their family I didn't love. That's all I'm going to say. And then it was just Jay, what'd you think about the movie? Did you like the first or second one better? I don't think we got your answer yet.
I kind of agree with Alex. I don't know which one I like better. I would say they're probably both equal, but in my personal opinion, I think that they're two totally different movies. Like they have two totally different focuses. Okay, and one in the first one you're talking about, like, the main guy is Sully, okay, and it's focused on him, infiltrating the Navi, In the second one, it's totally different. Like, has nothing to do with. I mean, in actuality, it's kind of flipped. Now, what's this guy? The bad guy. He's the one infiltrating.
I don't think he's infiltrating.
Yeah,
I think
because
he's just
blue now, and
it's
nobody
not even,
knows.
Not him.
Nobody.
He died. First
Well,
of all,
He
the colonel
technically
died.
but now he's an avatar. Okay, but like permanently, right?
Sure.
And he's infiltrating the
dies.
Navi. So yeah, it's because he wants to get Jake Sully, right?
Yeah, that's the whole pursuit of this movie.
Yeah,
that's his
but
whole
and
motivation. I want to get revenge
there's
on
a
Jake
few
Sully.
other aspects to the movie. It's not just one. It's definitely got a few more dimensions to it.
Mhm.
The action I thought was probably bar none
Too much.
really good.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was good. I don't think it was too much. I thought it was good.
No, it was definitely too much for an Avatar movie.
But I really wanted to talk about the 3D, man. I mean, that 3D 60 frames.
All right, we're gonna get into that in just a minute.
Okay.
Omar, first or second movie, which one did you like better?
Let's go.
To be honest, I kind of agree with what Jay was saying. They just, to me, they both feel so different. For me, the first movie, it's more about like the fish out of water story. While the sequel for me just feels like a family movie,
Yeah.
with the kids and getting to know their stories. And like Alex was saying, that the kids was annoying, but I mean, you, they, at least for me as a parent, like I fell for Sully, like I fell for him. I don't think I don't think I cried, but my wife cried. So it's that impact, whatever James Cameron's doing, man. I mean, parents feel it. And that movie, dude, like you're not gonna tell me that any other movie. I mean, well, maybe Free Willy, but you fell for a whale.
Free Willy.
Wait, where did Free Willy come in?
Where that?
I mean, I'm trying to think of a movie that you fell for a whale. For a whale, This movie,
Blackfish.
I'm like, they're actually going for this story, like took like at least 35 minutes, 40 minutes of the movie, right, Alex? And it was beautiful.
I don't give a fuck about that whale, bro.
Okay, well, I did. I mean, I thought I thought it was different. I never seen like that in a movie, and I felt bad for that whale. And when they're showing like
Yeah.
the
I agree
the
with
action
Omar on that
scene
one.
and the arm scene, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
the revenge.
yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
the whole
Yes.
audience was clapping, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
it was a great scene.
But
man.
to touch
I mean,
to touch on
I
the
must have
whole
seen a
annoying
different audience. Well, he's talking by himself, but whatever.
yeah, but to touch on
No,
the
like
whole
5 people on
annoying
my
thing,
team.
Well,
like that's how they draw you in, man. It's like you could say, oh, this kid's annoying, that kid's annoying, like
right.
why the hell this kid keeps making mistake after mistake after mistake. But guess what? You're getting emotionally invested in this kid. You might hate him, you might hate
And
the kid's guts,
It's hitting you.
but you're
It's-
getting
I didn't
pissed
care
and you're
about that.
getting involved.
You know
in
what
the freaking,
you know what you sound like right now? You sound like
Uh-oh.
Vince McMahon.
Oh god.
It's like Vince
Yeah,
McMahon
baby.
trying to tell me
That's not a
any
good thing, bro.
any reaction is a reaction. So just because I'm mad at the person, now I'm I'm not invested in the kid.
Yeah, we were
I'll
pissed
tell
off
you-
at Michael Myers in Halloween, but that doesn't mean we're
No,
invested in the guy.
No.
I mean,
no.
I fell for the family. I mean,
I
fell
actually
for the
liked
family.
Sigourney Weaver. I thought she did a
She was
phenomenal
adorable.
She good.
fucking
Uh,
job.
She was barely in it.
See, no.
What are you talking about,
dude?
She's
What the
the
fuck?
girl.
In the second
That's
one?
her.
She's
That's
the
her.
girl.
That's
the
her,
girl.
dude.
Wait, what girl?
Did you watch the
Ay, Dios
movie?
mío, bro.
Oh my
Take off
God,
your
bro,
freaking glasses,
Kitty.
The
cabrón.
kid that
The
she's
girl.
like trying to that
Yeah.
her mom.
Yeah, her
that
mom
she's
was
like,
Sigourney
"That's my
Weaver.
mom."
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, but that's her playing her. She's acting. Sigourney
what?
Weaver is playing her
They
as
got
the
bro,
girl in the
it's her
movie.
voice. You didn't
All right,
recognize
good.
that,
Dude,
No, I
I'm
didn't
done
recognize
with
that,
you.
no.
I'm done with
bro.
you.
It's her.
She
It
literally
is
not sound like
freaking
it.
her.
She
Kiri.
literally studied
Kiri.
like she went to schools to hang out with kids to learn like how to actually like
Boss.
how they talk and verbiage.
This guy's a scoundrel.
Pods.
Freaking
I thought that was
scoundrel over
fucking
here.
cool. Like I
Bro,
actually
yeah.
appreciated
so
that.
Weaver was in the whole movie as the
Yeah.
girl,
Yeah.
as the daughter. of
How was
Sully.
I supposed to fucking know that?
Because it's her voice.
It's her
the same
freaking That's not her voice.
Are you
It's her
kidding me?
I
That's her
don't know.
voice.
Yes.
She's talking to her mom and like
Her
all
daddy.
these visions
She
and
goes,
stuff.
"Daddy." She goes, "Mommy."
Dude,
well,
I'm just-
Harold, did you get her? Did you get that
Of
part?
course.
That was her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
At least
understood.
someone's awake here.
Jesus.
Michael fall asleep.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't.
guy.
Even if you just
It's
read up on
clearly
it,
her.
Did you go watch the
afterwards,
movie
you
with
Yeah.
those
Got it.
sunglasses on?
Yeah, dude.
Well, wait.
You probably
No, I
ate a
had
peanut
3D
before
glasses,
watching
bro.
this. You know what?
I
You're
said
probably choking on a
peanuts.
popcorn kernel the whole damn time. You fucking choking on nuts.
was
or
eating
something.
peanuts.
Nuts, bro. Yeah,
You were eating some peanuts.
a bit of nuts.
No, but
Um,
I think I
go.
got parts of the family element. Like I get what you're saying. Like, but some of the kid parts were just a little bit annoying to me. Like especially the Tarzan guy. Like he was
Spider.
Oh,
was
Spider,
a
I'll give you
Jungle.
Spider.
All right, hold on.
Spider
By the
just
way, guys,
Yeah.
Spider for me
Spi-
was just annoying. Like,
Spider,
in general.
he's gonna be in Scream 6.
Yeah,
so
I know. Yeah, he's
I
gonna
hope you
die.
like him.
He's gonna die immediately.
He's the killer. He's one of the killers. Just
No,
watch.
he's dead.
Oh,
No,
man.
he's dead.
Just watch for
Dang,
it.
He's
bro.
gonna be
Spider's
walking
gonna
around
be
New
the
York in his little Tarzan outfit.
No,
and then
there's
he's gonna die
no,
immediately.
he has no dreads.
A
There's
little
no
tanga?
dreads there,
Good.
bro.
He's gonna
Bye.
be wearing a little
That
tanga.
tanga,
Little
bro.
tanga.
Little tanga, bro.
This freaking banana hammock.
Really good.
No, I didn't like his acting. I think his acting was as bad
Yeah.
as it got. That
I'll give
Terrifier
you
2
that.
kid. He
I'll
was
give you
terrible.
that.
The
I'll give you
dialogue
that.
on that
It could have
was.
been probably just been the
that-
direction.
Listen,
This-
I,
this-
no,
where he's like-
I'm gonna tell you. The
Yeah.
dialogue in that movie was not very good. Was not written very well at all. I'm gonna say that. There were some parts, of course, with the family and
Serviceable.
whatever, but no, it was not written well. It was not like the
did-
dialogue. I was just like annoyed. Like that kid cursed every minute for no reason. He's like,
Teenager, bro.
He's like, oh, you suck, you piece of shit. I'm like, what? Why? Like, what?
Which kid?
What does
You're
that bring to
talking
the story?
about- you're talking about
Spider.
Spider?
Right.
Yeah, Spider
Yeah,
kid.
bro, it's just teenagers.
Spiders.
Well,
bro.
but the
It's,
first,
you know-
but the
And the
first
ant-
movie, I will say, like Sully curses a ton too.
yeah, he
like,
did. Yeah, he did. He
he
cursed a
does
lot.
But that's
Curse
fine. But he
something,
cursed. He cursed fine. It's okay. Like I felt like
he,
it.
he cursed fine.
He cursed
He's
fine.
pretty.
He cursed
I felt like
really
it-
well.
I believed
I
his
feel like it
performance
actually-
more than Spider's performance.
I do like the
Right.
performance better, and also, I mean, it kind of added to the story. A lot of the dialogue that was in this movie did not add.
Bro,
anything to
James
it.
Cameron's not a Shakespearean writer. We know that. People don't. We don't
He did Terminator
I think-
2. What are you talking about?
But
That's Shakespeare right there,
ah,
bro.
What the?
Skynet and all the monologues that freaking this girl had, Linda,
I love
whatever.
Terminator Judgment Day,
Come on, bro.
But it's a great sci-fi movie. But come on,
It's great. Yeah, that's what. Come on. No, Spider was a piece of shit. Well, let's go back to Jay. Let's go back to Jay's point here. He wants to talk about the 3D. So we're going to talk about the 3D here. Okay,
Can I lead into it?
go ahead. Do what you got to do.
So, I mean, I just want to point out.
I'll let you deal with
that-
it. Go ahead.
let me deal with it. I just want to point out that I don't like watching 3D movies. Like they've always made me dizzy. Like I can't keep the glasses on the whole time. That's why I don't like watching them. When Omar recommended, he said, "Dude, go watch it." Like, telling me what it was like. I literally just took a leap of faith because I'm like, you know what? He's never steered me wrong when it comes to that
It
type
can't
of
be
stuff.
that bad.
So I'm gonna just do it, bro. I didn't even feel like I was watching a 3D movie. Like that's how clean it was.
That's because you
Okay.
haven't seen a 3D movie in a long time either.
No. I understand
Because
that.
I
understand.
have seen other
No,
3D
I
movies in the
understand what you're
past
sa-
3 years.
I
that
understand
look
what you're saying.
much better than what we were used to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Whoa,
for sure.
whoa,
Now-
whoa, whoa.
From what
Yeah,
we're used to,
Luca-
yeah. I'm
Luca-
talking about for
Luca-
10
Luca,
years ago
yeah.
when we're talking about like whether it's Tron Legacy or whatever. Like they gave you the stupid little cheap sunglasses
Yeah, they gave you those
that.
little
Yeah,
cheapy
yeah, yeah.
glasses
Yeah, it's the
back
same one
then.
that they have at
Yeah, yeah,
Disney.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's the same crap.
were the
But
glasses
now-
for this one
Now
were they
give
different?
you the-
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
They're
oh,
they're
yeah,
actually
bro.
bulkier. They're
They
they're
look
high
like
quality.
the Animal Kingdom, bro.
Yeah,
The same thing
like
you
you're
wear at
watching
Disney
the
World
ride.
now.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, just like the ride.
Oh, wow, okay.
So it's high quality 3D
But it's a
glasses on
different
there.
type of 3D.
It's totally
cameras,
different, bro.
bro.
It's so
different
smooth.
cameras.
I will say it's nice.
It was
and
so
smooth.
smooth.
Yeah.
However,
Okay, here we go.
however, per the
I already know what you're
video,
gonna say. I know what
per
you're
the
gonna say.
video I sent
Heard
you,
the video.
I don't even give a crap about that thing.
that was the most distracting piece of shit I'd ever seen in my
No,
life. Are
absolutely
you
not.
kidding me?
I totally disagree with that guy. I totally disagree with that guy.
No,
Hey,
no.
well, let me ask
You're
you.
watching the movie. Go ahead.
No, I was going to
What?
ask.
What
Let
do
me
you have
ask.
to
Let me ask this.
Ask me.
Could it be different? Could it be something to do with the person's eyesight or something like that? That
No.
you
No,
see
No,
it?
but no.
No.
Absolutely.
And I give
100%.
it, and I was thinking the same thing with that freaking douche that reviewed it.
Douche.
Okay, because he was saying that he had a really big issue with it switching from 60
Correct.
frames
Back
Yes.
and forth.
back to 24.
Yes.
And I'm like, I noticed it. Yes, I noticed it, but and he was saying how it like affected him. Like he didn't like it because it affected him.
It
It took
distracted
me
him.
out of the
Negatively
movie.
distracted
It took
him.
me out
I'm
of the
like,
movie.
no, not for me.
It definitely did. When I'm watching that movie, okay, I will say, again, I love the technology on that movie. I love how it looks. I love the smoothness of it. Even when the dialogue, even if it wasn't in the high frame rate, it was still a gorgeous movie. I'm going to say that, okay? When you are going from the standard frame rate to this higher frame rate, especially when it's switching either in between dialogue, like for no reason, There were parts where they were actually switching between high frame rate.
That was
and
like
regular
one or
frame
two
rate.
scenes. Maybe
That was a
if-
few
but-
scenes.
To be
There were a
honest,
few
I got so
scenes.
used to it. I
Secondly,
forget
too.
about it.
No,
Exactly.
I don't
Exactly.
want to go to a movie feeling like either A, I'm on the Avatar ride because that's basically the same frame rate they have, or B, I'm playing a video game. Because that's exactly how it felt too. You got your cutscenes of like the movie cutscenes and stuff like that, and then you go into the action, and then it feels like you're in smooth like video game stuff like that's exactly how this felt. And for me, as a moviegoer, I don't want to feel distracted to where I'm like, why did it change that way? It looks good, it's fine, but
I see
have
what
the
you're
entire
saying.
movie in that way.
So that's what you're
Go
saying.
either
So
way.
so you were mad because it just wasn't like that the whole time. It's like
You wanted the whole
you got a
movie
taste
to
of
be
it,
one
and you
format.
want a little taste of the glory.
It wasn't like, hey, I wanted more. No. It's not that I wanted more.
I want.
I wanted less. If anything, I'm like,
I want the whole
because
thing,
it was distracting.
But-
Because a few scenes that I had with the action that had that high frame rate, I'm just thinking, I'm like, I'm watching a video game come to life. It looks good. I feel like I'm on Avatar, like the ride. I'm like, this looks good and stuff like that. And then even in the middle of some of those action scenes, they would switch right back to 24 frames per second, 30 frames per second. I'm like, what is happening? Yes, there were parts that it would switch over.
Omar? I didn't see any
Like I
switching.
said, bro,
You guys didn't notice it. That's
I have
that's
to take
the
his
thing.
word because I was so into it that I got adjusted from the beginning, bro. I didn't see it
thought
anymore.
at first
I didn't see
I thought it
anymore.
was only in the action scenes, and then when I watched watched the video,
Yeah,
the guy
absolutely.
mentioned that it was on the underwater scenes and also on some dialogue scenes where there was a lot of water.
Right.
That was switching out, yeah.
And then I thought back, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I think I did remember it switching, but it was seamless, dude. Honestly, I didn't. I
got so
noticed
used
the
to it,
switch.
yeah.
I did notice the switch, but it wasn't that drastic
Like
because
jarring.
the whole movie was
Didn't-
beautiful.
Yeah, it wasn't jarring.
No,
You know,
I think you guys had your blue
I
glasses
think
on.
more jarring though, like from my experience in watching a movie is like sometimes watching an IMAX movie where parts of the movie is shot in IMAX and parts
When
of it
it's
is not.
expands and it goes like that.
That is
I
more
hate.
jarring to
that
me
I hate
in
Yes.
terms of watching
Is
it,
it
but I
really?
still it doesn't bother me like as you know like I'm still watching it, but it is very like noticeable, way more
Noticeable.
than I would say the argument you're making right now, because what you're saying is like if I'm playing a game, like because there's games now that like will go from 60 to 30 FPS
30 frames.
But not
And for
in
me-
the middle of an action sequence. You're talking about like a cutscene. A cutscene's maybe 30 frames per second,
cutscene.
right?
but I'm telling you from my visual look and watching it, I did not notice that change.
Do you think you were looking out for that, Michael?
No, I didn't know that was even gonna do. I didn't even know.
I know he
went
wasn't.
into it.
I know he
But
wasn't.
did you notice it when you were watching it in theaters, or did you notice
Yes.
it when you went home and watched a YouTube video of a guy
No,
talking about
when
it?
I was watching it in theaters, I was like,
What the hell's
I
happening?
noticed it tremendously. Like in the middle, of actually like 30 minutes into the movie, I'm like, what is happening? And then I went home and I was like, maybe someone else, maybe I'm the only one that's thinking about this. And when I found out the video, I'm like, it's that people
I
are talking
believe
about
you
it.
noticed
Mike,
it.
I have read comments on my Reddits of people talking about the same thing you're saying.
Yeah.
So I know this is not like foreign.
Yes.
Some people, I guess, are more hypersensitive to that type of thing.
maybe.
But it's just like a small pool. I seen it though. He's right. I mean, I seen it. I personally didn't.
It
like,
didn't
I got
bother.
used
It
to
didn't bother me
I got
from what
used
I
to it,
saw.
yeah.
That's so I can't.
And you know what's funny? On the other side, Mike, I can give you the complete opposite of that spectrum. Like my wife, she had the glasses on, and I asked her later, "Oh, so do you like the movement and all that?" And she's like,
She didn't even notice.
she had no idea what the hell I was talking about. And I was like, Sandra, you didn't see the speed, how fast it was moving? She goes, no, I mean, it looked pretty. So I think in her brain, she's like deciphering like the speed as pretty.
But that's
she
for
doesn't
some.
understand-
But
she-
some people
yeah.
understand what's
don't.
happening. She
They
Like
don't
doesn't
understand what it
casual-
is. They just don't understand what it is. That's
Yeah,
all.
that's like
that
that's
was
like
it.
a person listening to music and listening to it in a sense of like having a musical ear versus you're just listening
exact
to it.
100%
and
true.
The song, yeah.
100%
There's
true.
a huge difference in terms of like a visual aspect too, like where like us like gamers, some of us are used to playing on a 4K TV or 60 frames.
Yeah. it's
Some
true.
people are sitting on a freaking 1080p or 720p TV and they don't care. They're still playing that
shitty.
way
Yeah.
because they're just
Shitty.
they're just used to it, you know, like or they're just casual, you know.
No, they're
So
casual. No, you're right. You got a point there. You're right.
I think-
and you get used to it, and your eyes just adjust.
I feel
Yeah,
like
you're right.
that's nitpicking. If I'm being honest, with the 3D or the 60 to 30, like I didn't.
But I think what Harold was asking too is if, and now that I'm getting everybody's feedback on this, was it maybe just the perspective that I'm seeing it in, and maybe there is a select few that maybe just see it that way.
More sensitive
When I
to it.
bought the ticket to the movie, I was not. I totally forgot it was like high frame rate anything until I got in there.
Did you
So
really?
yeah, I didn't
Oh, so you didn't choose that theater because you wanted
because
to
no,
watch
I
it in high
chose
frame?
it because it was Dolby. That's it.
Oh, I thought you watched it wanted to go high frame because we were talking about that for a while.
We were, dude. I told
Yeah,
you
we did,
before
yeah.
you went to watch it. I said you
Yeah.
need to watch it in the high frame rate Dolby
Yeah.
3D. You have to. I told you that.
But and then when I went to watch it, I was like, well, maybe I missed the high frame. Maybe they just have it now standard.
Maybe they don't have it no more. or
Yeah, it's
whatever.
just a Dolby 3D showing and stuff like that. Then it changed about 30 minutes into it in between a dialogue scene. And I was like, oh,
Wait,
okay.
what happened?
You noticed
Yeah,
it a
like-
lot, dude. You noticed the.
It was a
Yes,
lot.
But
a lot.
you
I noticed
noticed
a
the
lot.
switch a lot.
Too much.
No, what I'm saying is, in the specific parts of the movie, you noticed a lot of the switch when they were flying the Ekron, especially in the action scenes. That's when I
yeah,
noticed the
that was
switch.
Oh, when
a
you
lot.
noticed it,
I
okay.
did. Yeah,
Yeah,
I noticed the
because
switch
it
a
was
lot.
So beautiful. with
Yeah,
the
it was
speed-
great. It
with
was
the
great.
speed, and
But
then it
I
goes back
did
to normal.
notice.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay, this
No,
looks.
you're right. You're right. Yeah,
It's
you're
like,
right.
yeah. As soon as it switched to like a scene
It
where
lands- when they
this guy
land
was like
stuff.
shooting from the Ekron and like, that's when you saw the 60 frames really kick in. You're like, oh damn, dude. Like if I feel like he's right there, like I could reach out and touch the guy.
I felt like I was on
Like
the
it was
Avatar
the,
ride.
the motion was so
Yeah.
smooth.
I
Yeah.
think that
True.
could be.
I
I,
loved
think
it, dude. I
that could
loved
be
it.
based on what you're saying, though, Michael. The way you were watching it, because I can say like sometimes when I'm listening to an album, the first time I'm listening is maybe I'm listening to the lyrics. Sometimes, depending on the artist, like I'm just focusing on that, and I'm not really listening to the back, like the actual production or how it's put together. And then the next time, maybe I'm listening to it from a production standpoint. So I feel like maybe you're watching it in that way of like you're not really watching it for a story aspect. You're watching it more for the visuals. And
Well, I think
I don't
because
know.
that was the. I mean, you
The
go into
selling point,
Avatar.
yeah.
The first movie itself was visually striking. From what I
exactly.
heard from you guys, your initial reactions,
it
a lot
was-
of it was like it's visually beautiful.
It still
For
is.
sure.
I'm like, that's fine. I understand that. Like I can appreciate, like Jay says, I can appreciate the visual strikefulness of it. For me, I'm like, all right, cool.
Wow.
Strikefulness, yeah. I just don't. I'm like, okay, cool. But for me, I'm very much more story driven. Now, if you had for example, if you're taking a movie, TV show like The Last of Us, right? If you talk about like story driven, like that's one that is very tremendously story driven on that.
Yes.
Outside of just being a video game TV show, you have people that, for me, I didn't even finish playing the first game. I got halfway through it and then I just didn't beat it. For me, I'm enjoying this show a tremendous amount. Same thing, example or exhibit B, I would say, Andor. Just finished Andor 2 weeks ago. Phenomenal show.
I'm gonna watch it.
And that story,
So
the story
good.
that's in that, and the monologue and just the dialogue that they have on that. It's not about
freaking good.
even. I mean, they still have like ships and stuff like that, and you still feel the Star Wars effect on it, but it's not anything to where it's just so grounded in that, where I'm just so invested into that story that I'm like, all right, cool. I don't care what they
But
show.
it's-
It can have
but
like the
it's well-
shittiest. They can have 15 frames per second. I don't give a shit. The story on it is amazing. The story is great on
The
that.
story is really good.
I was gonna tell you. I don't know if you've seen this movie, but if you really want to watch, like a eye candy movie on
Okay.
your TV, it's a horrible movie, but it looks more ridiculous than Avatar. You can watch that Will Smith movie, Gemini Man.
Oh, no.
Have you seen it, Michael?
I saw the movie in the theater and I freaking wanted to kill myself.
Oh, that's right. I saw
Yeah.
it with you. Remember,
Yeah, we did.
we
In
had
Springs.
it. We didn't plan it.
We didn't plan it. You were
plan it.
downstairs and I was up on the top.
Right.
Yeah.
Yo, Alan, Michael, Jay, if you don't have to buy it, you could just rent it, whatever, on your TV. Bro, it's like the movie was filmed in under 20 frames.
Isn't that the one where he's like another person? Like it's him.
The
and
younger
then, like,
version,
yeah, I
but-
saw that movie. I saw
But-
the movie. I saw it.
But have you seen it with the fast frames?
No,
The way it looks,
no.
if you see on your TV, because you have an OLED, right?
Yeah.
Or Sony, what do you have? Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, I have it. I downloaded it, bro. That movie it's ridiculous because
I don't know if I could stomach another one, dude.
It's but it runs faster. It runs faster than that. Way faster than Avatar.
Well,
'cause
I'll
they
tell
shot
you,
it
like, I
faster.
think when Omar, 'cause I used to go to Omar's and we'll watch whatever movies, and he'd put certain things on that were like that high frame rate or the refresh rate, I think, on the
refresh
TV.
rate was faster.
And
I'll
to
check
me-
it out. I'll
And
look
to me,
up.
it just completely like took me out of the movie. I'm like, I feel like I'm watching like a behind the scene, or like they're filming with like their own camera.
That's probably
Like it was too real. It was too realistic.
There you go. I think we just nailed it by accident, Jay. That was going to ask you that question, and you just kind of fell right into that. I was going to ask you, how do you watch movies in your house? And I think you watch movies with 24p only, right? You don't watch it with the high frame
Probably,
on your TV.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
watch
not a
my movies
high
high
refresh
frame.
rate. Is that what you're talking about? The refresh rate?
Yeah, because you can make it faster than movies.
Yeah.
That's how I watch
put
mine.
it on high. I put it on high.
You put it on high, right? So
yeah.
it runs faster, smoother.
Yeah.
Michael, in my house, that's what I'm saying. For him, it's weird when he watches
It's too
movies.
hyper realistic.
It
Yeah.
looks
Well,
too.
it feels like
goofy
you're, like,
or
actually
a
there.
soap opera.
Yeah,
feels like
my
you're
TV
there,
has that,
you know?
and it looks
You
weird.
remember when 120 hertz came out, 240
Yeah.
hertz, and
Yeah.
and you would see that's
Everybody was going.
everybody
crazy.
was like,
But some people don't like that.
I hate that. I hate it.
There you go, and there you
Yeah.
go. The guy who wrote that article, he probably just despises that too,
yeah.
because you can remember your eyes are so used to 24 frames, you can't see anything faster. It just drives you crazy.
Yeah.
It looks like a soap opera.
It does.
So we'll bring it back to Gemini Man in the theater, okay? As far as it's a terrible movie, that's besides neither here nor there.
I was laughing my butt.
No,
off
it's
that
a
movie.
terrible movie.
No, but it looks so goofy. It looked goofy.
Well, the thing is, too, if you're going to be goofy and look goofy, I'd rather you look goofy through the entire movie and not switch a frame rate in the middle of the movie.
Fair enough.
For me, it didn't bother me. I mean, besides the movie just sucking ass, it didn't bother me that the frame rate was either higher or whatever the case might be. It did that didn't bother me, but it stayed constantly in that same frame rate. Which I think if Avatar would have done that again, I don't mind that it had. Excuse me.
Oh, peanuts.
Oh,
Penis.
It's the peanuts, yeah. I didn't mind that it was a higher frame rate in certain spots. I just wanted it to be that constantly if they're going to do it. Not switch, because I noticed it. I noticed it way too much, and it was just like distracting on that.
I feel like that's too much to render though. Like a long ass movie like
We're talking about James Cameron though, man. He could render it. We could render it.
But we're
It
talking
would have
about
taken another 5 years, but do it.
We're
Whatever.
talking about
Let him
gaming
deal with it. Let him
consoles
deal with it.
nowadays too, though. Can't even do that. Like certain gaming consoles or PCs, even they start dropping rates. Like it's made to be a certain way, but then when the game comes out or it's on whatever system you're playing on, it does that sometimes where it just drops.
The
from
computer
60 to
starts
30.
basically lagging, and you are running and keep in mind you're running this movie on a computer.
Exactly.
It's a computer that you're running this film.
I'm just very curious to see when it does come out on streaming, what frame rate is going
Which
to be.
version? So look, that's a good question, because going by Gemini Man, they kept it the same from the movie theater.
Oh, wow.
So that's a good question.
So I'm going to see if they keep that HFR.
Keep that.
I think if your TV if your TV has it,
Then I'm going to see it again. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I'm going to see it in the same way, or if they're just going to leave it at a constant frame rate on that. So I mean, I'm curious on that, but I mean, it was a good conversation, like depending on what you're seeing in your eyes, because obviously you guys saw something different, that it didn't maybe bother you as much as it did me or maybe some other people in the world. But
I can watch that 3D all day, like with no problem.
I mean, that's fine.
Like
I can go on the ride 3D all the time too. It's fine. But
but Stevie Wonder, you can't see crap. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I can definitely see it. You can't see me, bro. Outside of that, like, I mean, again, you guys nailed it. Like, there was good parts of the movie. I don't know if I liked it better than the first one or not. That's probably a very accurate statement that you guys all gave. Like, I don't know if I liked it better than the first one.
What's your review of the first one or the sequel?
Are we talking about like dog shits?
No dog shits, dude.
Whoa.
No,
I'm giving it dog shits. Yeah, I'll give it.
If you want to go that route,
Blue Navi.
sure.
How many Blue Navi do you give it?
How many blue whales?
Yeah, how many blue whales?
How many whale fins do I give it?
How many blue?
How many
blue
broken
balls?
fins do I give it?
How many
Yeah.
blue balls?
Wow.
What do you?
How many blue
I mean,
peanuts?
I mean, how do you? I know you feel indifferent, but
How
like,
many spiders do I give it?
You're okay. Like compared to the first one, you keep saying that. Like, what's your review of the first one?
Well, the first one I didn't like.
So basically, that's like a 3 or 2.
No, not that bad, bro. I didn't hate it.
It's like a 5.
No, it's still like
I got five. I got 5.
No, I'd say
average.
it's a 6. It's a 6.
I mean, that's not bad, man. That's
That's not
good.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
The second one, 6.5
Really?
Okay,
It just
it's
went up
about-
5.
It's about the same.
by 0.5 points.
0.5.
The power of Spider. That's the power of Spider.
That's the power of Spider and high frame rates, bro. That's what happens.
There you go. Okay, all right.
Yeah, 6.5.
So
I
you
mean,
gave
I
it-
mean, that's not. I
It's
mean,
the
if you
power
think
of
about it,
family.
Mike,
I just
that's
don't get it,
considered
dude.
in Rotten Tomatoes. That's considered positive.
Yeah, it's 65%. I would
Yeah,
say.
you're
That's
making
high.
it. The way you're reviewing it is way worse than the score you're actually giving it.
I yes.
Like the way you're saying this, I'm expecting you to come out with like a 1 or a 2, but you're
Like
like
a
6
2 or 3 at
and a
least.
Listen,
half. I'm like,
I
that's
should
not
probably
bad.
readjust my scoring system
It's
because
garbage.
I
Your
do.
scale, your
That's
scale.
a 6.
I am very forgiving to a lot of movies. You know what I'm saying? Like I love Terrifier 2, and I would give that like a fucking 8. You know what I'm saying? But there's other
That's
movies.
terrifying.
Yeah, Terrifier 2 is phenomenal. But there's other movies. Yeah, I mean Avatar. I don't know.
Wow.
I mean, even the first one, I saw it a second time, obviously before this movie came
Yeah,
out,
me too.
and I was like, I felt the same way when I first watched it. I'm like, all right, cool, it looks good.
I don't know. I feel like
And the
I
second one,
remember
I'm like, it looks good.
before you went in, I remember you already were like, man, this is I don't know what everybody loves. So I think you went in there.
He was going to rent.
Yeah, I think you went in there
Yeah.
kind of wanting to
Yeah,
hate it. Or
I think so,
something.
too.
I'm not sure.
No, I went in very open minded. I will say that I did go in open minded because again, I didn't know it was a
Show
high
the
frame
text.
rate
Show the
thing.
text, Jake.
No, yeah, I got receipts. It's fine. It's all right. There's
Bro,
receipts.
I think I said
sounds
to
like
you,
a blue cap
bro,
to me.
bro, just skip it. I was like, just skip it, bro. Don't worry about it.
It's not that I hate it, Avatar. I just think it's one of the most overhyped movies in the history of the world. That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
You could be right.
It is overrated, 100% overrated. I think
his score
most
definitely.
Of,
His
I
score
think most
definitely
of
reflects that.
fucking James Cameron stuff is overrated. Like Titanic is overrated. Don't give a shit about that movie.
I don't know about all that.
Besides that, yeah. I mean, Titanic, I give it like a 5.
so you're not gonna see
Maybe a
you're not gonna
4.
see it this Tuesday, bro?
Hell no, bro.
Come on,
You
bro.
tell-
Come on, man.
I mean,
There's so many other movies that are coming out right now. I'm gonna.
You can take
I'm-
your significant other.
skipping
bro.
it.
Just take it to Titanic, and you guys don't let the penis sick.
No, you take your significant other to go watch Pooh. You take her to go watch Pooh, Blood and Honey. That's what you need to do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
It's actually coming out next week, the 15th.
The 15th. It's the next day on
But
Wednesday.
it's
Yeah, you're right.
excluded from A-list, so it's a special presentation.
That's fine.
Are you serious?
I'm paying for it, dude. I'm watching it. I'm
Do, you,
watching it.
I want
do,
those
do A-list
reviews,
get
bro.
a discount at least?
I
Man.
wonder.
No.
Nah, bro.
I
You
think
get
if you
gaga for
watch
that
it
movie,
like
bro.
early in the day, like usually they give you like discount, like
You could do the early
They'll
bird
get- they'll
special.
give you some poop and honey.
the senior special.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it AMC. Maybe I'll watch it like Cinemark, like Artagon. Watch it there.
That's a good one. I like that place.
Yeah,
not
it's a
bad
nice little
either.
spot. That's where we saw
So you-
John Wick. John Wick.
Yeah.
Ooh,
that's a
John
good
Wick,
one.
John
I
Wick,
like
John
that.
Wick.
John Wick.
John
John Wick. John Wick.
So you gave it a 6.5.
I'll give it a 6.
After all that rent.
Wow.
Man.
Okay, so
I'll
it
give it a
went
6.
down.
I'm bringing it
6.
down to a 6.
You know,
yeah.
and guess
such a
what?
weirdo.
I like that better because I hate these damn half scores. Give it a 6 or give it a damn 7.
Yeah.
6.5.
Jay,
Six
relax.
6.25.
Relax.
Yeah, shut up.
6.3 points. She get the suck this. Freaking
That's because math is hard for you, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you don't like fractions and halves. I apologize.
Oh.
What?
Jay Fierce the half.
Jay Fears the half.
All right, final scores from everybody else then. Final scores from everybody else. I'm curious.
Yeah, final scores.
I gave mine a solid 8. 8.
Okay.
I would say 7.5. No, I'm gonna go ahead and say a 7. I will say 7. It's a 7 or
Dude,
8.
yeah,
I think it's an 8.
No, I think you give it 8.
Yeah, I think
The
so
way you
too.
talked about it, I think
Probably,
you gotta
probably.
rate
Yeah,
that.
I would say an 8. I would say 8.
Let's bring it up. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Let's
I'm a generous man.
Yeah.
Hey, old bro.
I'm gonna say 7.5 just to piss off Jay.
Yeah. See, I said the same thing.
But yeah, 7. I would say 7.5. I don't know that I'm telling
Give
you.
it
There's
7 and
parts
3/4,
of it,
bro. Why don't you just give it
there
7
was-
and 3/4?
There's parts of it that
7.5.
just pissed me off, man. Spider-Man, he just like He literally was just so annoying, man. I can't allow that, man.
Gonna
All right,
allow
Omar,
that.
your final score? What's yours?
I will allow it.
I'd give it 8 spiders out of 8.
Wow.
I'm changing
8
mine.
legs and a
I'm
spider.
changing my
No, you're
score.
not.
Mine's gonna be
No,
8
you're
and a
not.
quarter. 8 and a quarter.
Ah,
8.25. I like it.
8.25.
Sour grapes. Sour grapes.
Yeah,
That's good. I like
that's my
that.
score.
That's a good number.
bad.
Solid number. Yeah. I'll give mine 5.75. Honestly, we'll be
Now you're
completely
going
honest.
down. This guy.
Yeah, I'm keep going
You're
down.
going
backwards now.
Now that I really think about it in
Going down.
retrospect, it's going down, bro.
Let's do it. You know what? Let's get a 4. You know what? Let's do this movie.
You know what?
You know, you're right. You're right. It's a
You're
negative
right.
one. It's a negative one.
It's like a 1. You know what? It's a
No.
dog shit.
Throw it in the
Let's
trash.
go ahead and just. You know what? Pie. I'm giving it pie. 3.141.
Pie.
What was that?
What was that?
What was that? What was that?
All right. Well, that's our review of Avatar. Stay tuned for our next episode, where we'll be talking about a very interesting movie by the makers of Chucky.
Yeah.
Wait, what?